It might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
خدا یا خود مرلین.
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much.
Settle down, settle down.
Huh.
Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be...
یو گایز چطورید؟ امیدوارم هر جا که هستید خوب و خوش و سلامت باشید. ویلکام به یه پارت دیگه از هاگوارتز لگسی. خوش اومدید گلا. آقا بریم سراغ کوست هامون. ماجراجویی ها، آتش و گناه. نقش ما رو به کجا میبره؟ نقش ما رو میبره به اون بالاها. اینجا چست داره، پیتون بلا داره. جادوگر شهر عز اومده. چه آورده است برای شما؟
Is Highwing all right? Natty told me what the two of you did.
Highwing's fine. I'm keeping an eye on her.
What?
She's safe, Poppy, I promise.
Good. Whatever the
Highwing's
poachers
sure.
are up to, I want Highwing far from it.
You said you had news about the poachers, and that some of it had to do with me.
It did. I overheard them talking in the Hogshead, and did you know that they have orders from Victor Rookwood to capture you on sight? Does this have anything to do with Rookwood and Harlow coming for you in the Three Broomsticks after the troll attack?
It does, somewhat. But at the moment, I'm more concerned about what else you heard the poachers are up to.
Fair enough. But I hope you'll let me know if I can be of help, especially after what you did for Highwing. Does the name Hauntel Hall mean anything to you?
I'm afraid not. Why? What is it?
The poachers' best kept secret, apparently. The name came up twice, but they never went into detail. I also overheard one of them bragging about all the gold they're making at the expense of innocent creatures, undoubtedly. Poachers spoke of this area, and I thought if we searched around a bit, it might give us clues as to what they're doing. If you ever meet my gran, this trip never happened.
Okay.
Not to worry, Poppy. If I ever meet your gran, I shall not speak a word of this.
I normally tell her everything. She might be my best friend after Highwing, but she knows how I feel about the poachers. I think she worries I'll do something ill-advised.
Whatever gave her that idea?
This way.
پاپی رو دنبال کن. بریم پاپی جون. سنجابا رو نمیتونیم بگیریم.
A centaur. Tread carefully.
با احتیاط قدم بره.
An entire castle to roam, yet you choose to wander here.
Please, we don't want any trouble. We're simply passing through.
Do you take us for fools? That we do not notice more and more of your kind around here, in league with the poachers?
We aren't involved with them. If anything, we want to see them stopped.
I hope for your sake that is true. Our kind is swiftly losing patience with the poachers and those they work with.
نگران نباش، ما از خودتونیم داداش.
He was certainly a charmer.
That could have gone worse. Centaurs aren't exactly fans of wizard kind, and the poachers aren't helping matters.
But why would he think that we had anything to do with poachers?
I did notice the poachers talking with a few villagers in Hogsmeade. I'm not sure why. Perhaps that's why the centaurs are suspicious. That's the third time I've seen a dugbog behave that violently.
It seems that a lot of beasts have been more aggressive than usual lately.
I've noticed that too. It's almost like there's something in the water. This is odd.
What is it?
Not entirely sure, but look around. If the poachers were here, perhaps we can find out why.
Revelio. Why wouldn't they take their cages with them when they left?
جای شکارچی هست.
Oh, still smoking. They can't have been gone long.
شکارچی ها بزنیم.
This is goblin metal. Seems out of place in a poacher camp. I should tell Poppy about it.
خیلی چیزا
Anything
فهمیدم.
interesting?
100%.
Poachers were here. All sorts of evidence. But I found something else. It's goblin made.
I found goblin armor. Let's keep searching, but carefully. Merlin only knows what's going on here.
اینا فکر کنم چیزت گرسشون مرلینه.
I don't have a good feeling about this.
خب کدوم وری؟ خانم این وری؟
How do goblin and poacher interests align?
Look, down there.
Definitely poachers. No creatures though. So what are they doing out here?
Let's take a closer look.
They won't be happy to see us. Should we use disillusionment? Or perhaps a less discreet?
Hard to say from up here. Let's get a better lay of the land.
بیا
It's all about having a keen eye. Take me, for instance. My eyes is keen as...
A purse made of unicorn skin. That fetches a few galleons.
بزن دیگه تو هم چند نفر رو بزن تو تموم شد.
Revelio.
I reckon I can see my...
این هم هست اینو این
Merlin, you'd think they were guarding the Minister for Magic himself. What is going on here?
Only one way to find out.
قابل شکارچی
What
این بزرگی
in
اینطور
Merlin's name?
Are those dragons?
نه اژدها خوشم نه خدا یا خود مرلین
It's a dragon fighting ring. This is Hauntel Hall.
The name makes sense now, and the secrecy.
No wonder the poachers were in Hogsmeade so much. Likely taking bets and spreading the word, given how crowded it is here. How could they possibly enjoy this? The centaurs have every right to be disgusted with wizard kind. There must be more dragons here. The poachers are far too greedy to run a fighting ring with only 2 dragons. We should take advantage of most eyes being in the fight and look around. But be discreet. You especially can't afford to be spotted.
Yeah, no.
A more hushed age is likely wise.
I think I heard something. Don't know what Victor was thinking, striking a bargain with him. It's no dollars. Revelio.
هیچی نداره باور داریم از این ور که نمیشه رفت از این ور اصلا موازه اجدها
Have you heard from your family? Has either of your brothers come round to our way of thinking? Will they join us?
Nah, they say we go too far. The violence isn't going to get us what we want. I say, if every last wizard is run through with a blade, then violence is gonna get me precisely what I want.
Sickens me to wonder, someone there?
That doesn't make me just...
You may want to.
One foot in front of the next and quiet as can be.
اینجا میتونیم یه ذره نگاه کنیم. خالی نکردیم.
Quiet as a mouse round here. Can't say I'm lying.
Did you hear those goblins? Ramrock and the poachers must be working together.
Poppy, something's going on behind you.
What's going on down there? They must have only just captured her. She's putting up quite a fight.
Not a fair one, though. Not with her chained up like that.
Let's get to it, shall we?
بریم شرایط رو عادلانه کنیم.
Look, they've got a dragon egg. Hebridean from the looks of it.
برو
Can't
راه
leave it
برو
here, not with
دیگه.
the plans they likely have for it.
بابا داداش راه نمیره به خاطر هرچی لالا گیر کرده بود فکر کنم. بعضی وقتا یه سری باگا میخوره از آدم میمونه. نه مثلا برده دیگه ایگو تو چی بس؟
All right, I have the egg.
Ready. The element of surprise will only buy us a few seconds.
Let's make them count.
That's it. Careful! Ramrock will want his dragon intact.
Show yourself.
You're the one we're looking for, ain't you, poor friend?
چیکار میتونم بکنم دیگه؟ حساب حتی نگاه کنم نمیمیره.
We don't have time. We need to free her now before more show up.
چیکار کنیم؟
This may have been a bad idea.
I suppose we'll find out.
یه خیلی بدی. یا برو. تو ما رو یادش نرم.
This way.
از این ور چند تا اژدهای دیگه هم دیدم، اونا رو آزاد پر کردیم.
That was a Hebridean black.
I'm guessing
Yo,
we
it's
have belongs to
Scotland.
that dragon.
I don't think she knew they had her egg. She wouldn't have left without it.
What now? She didn't exactly leave us a calling card.
I don't know.
برامون
Nothing about
آدرس
this
که
day was
نداشتش.
expected. Not the goblins and definitely not the fighting ring. The last thing I planned on was a dragon egg. And the poachers saw us, which cannot be good.
باید با تو
Since
چیکار
the dragon
کنیم؟
we freed flew off, does that mean we get to keep the egg?
I'd much rather we have it than the poachers, at least for now. But I don't think we should keep it indefinitely. It'll be
Okay.
hard hiding something like this from Professor Weasley for long.
Okay.
Should we expect trouble from the poachers, given the trouble we just caused?
It'd be foolish not to expect it. They're not a forgiving lot. I'm sorry to say that you likely have a larger target on your back now because of what we just did.
We aren't helping ourselves standing here. Let's get to safety. We can sort this out later.
You're right. If there's anything the poachers are good at, it's tracking their prey. And right now, we're it. Be careful, won't you? I shall see you back at the castle.
میبینمت.
I pressed ominous regarding Salazar Slytherin's scriptorium, but my efforts were in vain. Meet me outside the Slytherin common room. We need to talk.
اوکی. صحبت میکنیم گل من. صحبت هم میکنیم.
It's time you learned the transformation spell. After you've completed the required tasks, which I'm certain will prove useful in finishing your field guide,
Incendiary.
to learn the new spell. Afterwards, we will discuss your progress thus far in the term.
خب قبل اینکه بریم سراغ پروفسور ویزلی و میخوام اجازه بدم که بدونم آره چیزمون باز نشده. با کیف تصاحب یک ریکار رو تصاحب کن. ریکار از کجا گیر بیارم؟ ریکار خب آها اینو میخواستم برم یه دونه اینجا دی نداریم. این چیه؟ این میزنه لانه تخمک آشنای برقک. خوبه لانه وزق بازم داریم. توپک این چیه؟ جابرنال، پکشاخ که این ولی چی نداریم. مونکاف، اژدها، زق کبود، پکشاخ، اینم که بود فکر کنم خوندیم بودم. یو خب از اونجا بس باید بریم تا اینجا حداقل کاری که میتونیم بکنیم. بریم بس اول اینو چیز کنیم.
This place has seen better days.
چون من برگرد جایی دارم.
Incendio.
بهترین راش با جاروه.
That solves that.
و اما مپ ما رو میخواد بیاره تا اینجا بود، یه جا بود تا اینجا بیاره مپ ما رو.
It's like a place right out of a storybook.
یا ما چیزو الان میتونیم جا به جا.
Wingardium Leviosa.
طرف جا
Wingardium Leviosa.
آبونای ملی هم تکمیل شد. همین از دست من برمیاد. خوب بودن تنها چیزیه که از دست من برمیاد. بهتر بودن. بیشتر بزن 12 ببخشید دوستان من همش این چالش ها رو میزنم. ظرفیت 10 عدد آزمون تکمیل. یه بقیه هم کامل کنیم. ببخشید
Nice to see you again.
یه چیزایی بفروشم بهتون.
What do you have for sale?
What are we looking for today? This will do just fine. Thank you.
برمیدارم.
Thank you for stopping in. I appreciate it.
Revelio.
چه یه چیزی هست. چه خانه کج در این نامگذار از سکان محله در آزابی خانه پس از پیش شدن ریشه‌های درخت بر اطراف آره. واقعا ریشه درخت همچین کاری میکنه. وقت شد بیبارو با اونجا بودم امروز. خب فایل بازم داریم.
Revelio.
Someone over there.
Abandoned long ago, no doubt.
خب اینا نیستن. با اینو کار ندارم. فکر کنم ما اصلا اشتباه. اوه چیزم داره. بدم.
Expelliarmus.
You let Nora Treadwell go, didn't you? Stupid.
Accio.
Any more skill than those? But you're not. I want. Barely felt back at all. Had enough? You managed to creep up on here.
Incendio.
Maybe
Revelio.
rescue the dragon from Horntail Hall.
این چیزا
Revelio.
این نشون میده اینجا. کجا بود این چیزا داشت در میومد؟ از یه جای فعال بشه.
Who lived here, I wonder? Expelliarmus. Accio. Incendio.
Made a grave mistake.
بود شدم. اون هر کی دوست داری.
Incendio.
همیشه باید باگ بخوره. یک دست آنچه است.
Revelio.
بعدی کجاست؟
Incendio.
بعدی رو بالاتر بشه. اه؟ از کجا؟
Revelio.
Incendio.
این بود یه دیدکار میخوایم بگیریم. بدبخت اینم بزنم.
Revelio.
لش کجا؟
A castle.
بقیه نداره؟
That's that. Settled.
Levioso. Revelio. Accio. Levioso. Capolso. Expelliarmus. Incendio. Revelio. Accio.
Do cooperate, won't you?
Nice.
Assignment's all finished. I should investigate.
لیف رو انجام دادیم. تقریبا پروفسور هاوین بود. شده تکلیف ها روز. خب بریم اینو شرکت کنیم. در کاری که میشه کرد همینو دیگه. خوب میدونم کجا چیز بذارم. شب و روزتون بخیر. اینو چشاشو کهکشان انگار تو چشاشه.
Excellent work today. Class dismissed.
تمام شد.
I take it you're ready to learn.
I completed your assignment, Professor.
تکلیفتو آماده کردم. دیگه چی میخوای؟
Now, this spell comes with a caveat. It should only be used when necessary. The exploding charm, as you might suspect, can hurt people. Use caution when casting it.
Okay.
I will, Professor.
I will hold you to that promise. Now, you must be precise in your wand movements. We don't want you blowing your hand off.
Okay.
Go ahead. Nice and steady wand movements. Remember, the exploding charm is highly volatile.
Bambarda.
Well done. Now, let us put it into
Revelio.
practice.
اینه.
Go ahead and try it on the pumpkins.
Pumpkins.
Bmbarda.
Excellent wand work. Cast the spell just like that every time. Assured and in control.
دمت گرم.
Textbook execution. Bravo. Excellent. You have it well in hand.
و حیوان بود یعنی دمت گرم پروفسور دوست دارم
Professor, might I have a moment?
Yes. What is it?
جانور جدی علاقه هستی.
I was wondering what inspired your interest in magical beasts.
Are you considering some sort of profession in the field?
I haven't decided quite yet, but I do find magical beasts fascinating.
You do seem to engage well with the beasts in class. I believe that when choosing a path, particularly of a scholarly nature, one must take into account both one's enthusiasm for a particular subject, as well as how one may best serve the students to whom one is obligated to both inspire and teach.
Of course, Professor. When did your path become clear?
I recall it quite vividly. It was the summer between my 6th and 7th years. I read in the Prophet about a wizard who'd been selling alchemy eggs and disappeared in the mountains near my home. I knew of the alchemy, of course, from my studies, but they are native to lands east of here, such as India. I wondered if it was possible that an alchemy could be so nearby. Hence, I went to find it.
Seems quite a challenge finding an alchemy in the mountains.
It was. After a few days, during which my parents grew increasingly annoyed at my absence, I found what little remained of the wizard egg trader. He was near a tree hollow, and there, inside, was a nest with 7 silver alchemy eggs.
What did you do with them?
Nothing. Beasts are to be valued for what they can provide for wizard kind. Protective clothing, potion ingredients, even wand cores. Only poachers see the value in ending a beast's life for galleons. I left the eggs alone. I hid, and moments later, the beast flew right over my head. Breathtaking. She then seemed to all but disappear as she shrunk to fit into the hollow.
That sounds incredible.
Indeed. I knew in that moment that I needed to understand all that I could about beasts and ensure that wizard kind learned to benefit properly from them. Now, I trust that I have answered your question. You would do well to continue your study of beasts, regardless of your chosen path. Beasts and all that they provide will vastly improve your life, and perhaps one day even save it.
I shall remember that, Professor. Thank you.
ايوه مرسی از وقتی که گذاشتی.
Revelio.
به چی نداره؟
Aloha Mora. Revelio.
گفتم
What do we have here?
نمیدونستم خدا وکیلی نمیدونستم.
Mine now, demi-guys.
اینم نیمدار ماجراجویی ها از ماجراجویی بالا گیاه دگرگونی رو میتونیم کنم دیگه به عمل اومده باشه دیگه باید به عمل اومده باشه.
Deke would like to talk with you when you have a moment.
دیک میخواد با ما صحبت کنه. کیه دیک بود؟ جان
Hello, Deke. Professor Weasley said you wanted to tell me more about the loom.
Ah, hello. Yes, about that, Deke has had a thought. He... Seems the room thinks you need more space for your beasts. As Deke was saying, he's had a thought. Now, Deke knows how you can test the item of clothing that you enhanced in the enchanted loom. And perhaps help an old friend in the process.
What do you mean?
A house elf named Tobbs works for his master retrieving leech juice in a cave near Hogwarts. Tobbs' master doesn't let him leave the cave, and Deke knows the cave is infested with spiders.
That sounds awful.
It is. Deke hasn't heard from his friend for a while now. As the item you wove in the loom has an enchantment that might be useful, Deke thought you could test it whilst checking on Tobbs.
I understand. Leave it to me, Deke. I'll find Tobbs for you.
Oh, thank you. Please let Deke know what you learn about Deke's old friend.
اینجا چیه؟ اینجا چی رو میتونیم آزاد کنیم؟ دیگیل وزر اوکی خب یکی بچه ها میخواد سر بزنم بچه ها کجایی؟ ما اصلا داشتم یه پرنده هم داشتم ولی ما یه دلیلی داره. اوه نه دلیلی نداشت. باید بریم پیش گارلیک و گارلیک بریم چون میخوام تکلیف اصلی انجام بدم. تکلیف فرعی رو میشه انجام دادن میشه بدم نشه ما بینش میزنیم دیگه. برای خیلی زیاد شده تکلیف ها. ولی
Off on another adventure, are we?
حالا مثلا اینجا نیست کسی که
Oh, it's you! Just the person I need.
سامانتا دیل.
Samantha, is everything all right?
No, it's not. It's my brother William. The one I told you about after Charms class.
Okay.
He's been cursed. He ignored my warning and now he's lying in St. Mungo's looking completely pathetic. He simply never listens.
I'm sorry, how exactly has he been cursed?
Oh, you won't believe it. Truly. But his feet were turned into purple beets. You can imagine his distress. And mine. I won't even go into the attention he was getting from our garden rabbits before he admitted himself to hospital.
I'm so sorry. That sounds like a trying situation.
I'm glad you understand. Everyone else just laughs at me as if it's a joke. No compassion at all.
Well, it is an unusual situation. How did your brother end up like this?
It's entirely his own fault. I told him about some research I'd done recently on our ancestor Marmaduke Dale. In particular, my discovery that Marmaduke's tomb was cursed. My brother's always making fun of my discoveries. This time, he laughed in my face. Told me I'd misinterpreted my findings. As if that were possible. And to prove his point, he went right up to the entrance of the tomb and poof! His feet transfigured into beets.
How awful. I can see why you're upset. He definitely needs some help.
Exactly. He may be a cape flapper, but he's still my brother. And no one deserves such a fate to last forever, especially as the result of a single brainless mistake. Now I worry that if the curse isn't reversed, it could become permanent.
Can't the curse be broken?
Possibly. The curse stems from a crest that was stolen from Marmaduke. If the crest were returned to its rightful place upon his sarcophagus, then I believe that William's feet may be restored. You battled trolls when they attacked Hogsmeade, escaped a dragon, and I could tell by your work and charms that you're a skilled spellcaster. Returning a crest to a sarcophagus should be almost effortless for you. So, will you help us?
I can take the crest to Marmaduke's sarcophagus for you.
Oh, thank you! Thank you so much! You'll simply go into the tomb where Marmaduke was laid to rest and place the crest on top of his sarcophagus. According to my research, the tomb's been abandoned for centuries, so it should be a fairly simple task. You'll find it just east of the hamlet of Brockborough. Thank you for your help. My family is indebted to you.
میرفتم کلاس.
Perhaps.
I need to find the tomb. I've finished the activities you assigned me, Professor Garlic.
Garlic June.
I hope you gained a greater appreciation for the flora in our lives. I am forever enraptured by it. Just yesterday, I spent hours pruning my self-fertilizing shrubs and flutterby bushes. Didn't realize how long I'd been at it until the sun began to set. Well, if there's one thing I love to see more than my plants thriving, it's one of my students doing the same. Now, ready to learn Flipendo? Chin up, keep a light grip, and it's all in the wrist. Let's see you give it a go.
Flipendo.
You will want to focus with this spell. Nothing as mortifying as knocking back a colleague when all you wanted to do was move a few parts.
Flipendo. Flipendo.
Wonderfully done. Welcome to do so here in the greenhouse. Look at that. You're a natural.
فیلیپش میکنه. دار دقیقا کله پاکنده همون فرق کرد. اسم وارونگی ماجراجویی ها. تکلیف یک مجموعه تندر است و علیه دشمنان استفاده کن. الان ما یه دشمن میخوایم. این مجموعه تندر رو داریم. مجموعه تندر اینه دیگه. داره. اوکی. حالا نقشه جهان جهان انمی بود. بریم انمی باشه. نمیدونم به خدا کجا بریم انمی باشه. اینجا یه سر بزن. همه جای معمولا پیدا میشه 10 قدمی برون. دقیقا اومدیم وسطشون.
You're the one who released those. Yes.
خیلی قوی میکنه. چقدر خوبه بسن. ای بابا دستم خورد به چیز. از این خیلی خوب. حالا ماجراجویی ها دوباره. کاش برای ماجراجویی دکمه داشت. به نقشه پیدا کن. اینجا یه اف بزنی رو خودشون نقشه پیدا میکنن. کشف بزرگی کردم. دار نشون میداد. Hey, پروفسور محبوب دلها، چطوری؟
Have you finished your assignments?
بله.
I finished the tasks, Professor.
Well, well. I trust you are meticulous in your efforts. After all, shortcuts only ever lead to shortcomings.
100%.
Yes, sir, of course.
Good. Ordinarily, I'd say it's not my concern either way, but you... I want to make sure you're well prepared. Talent and resolve are a potent combination. It would be a shame to let that go to waste.
Thank you, Professor.
Don't let it go to your head. Now, let's see how you fare with Diffindo. Wand at the ready. Focus. Diffindo can be dangerous if you're not paying attention.
خدا همه اسپلا رو دارم ما پیدا میکنم.
It seems you have a grasp of it. It's a pleasure to have a student who actually heeds instruction.
امری ندارید پروفسور.
As I mentioned earlier, Diffindo can be versatile but dangerous. Good to see you continuing to practice.
خب دیفندو چه ما اشتباه داشتن ها تیکه پاره میکنه و بهشون آسان بار ترجمه میزن. اوکی. و اما ماجراجویی های بعدی تکلیف پروفسور ویزلی هم انجام بدیم فکر کنم بتونیم مین کوست بریم. صفحه کتاب راه جدید در لنگ رازی زمین رو پیدا کن. اینجا چجوری برم؟ خدا وکیلی. خوش همینجاست دیگه.
Revelio.
اینجا چیز داره. لنگرگاهی زیر زمینی. دار شد که چیزی داره براش.
So this is the underground harbor.
در انتظارمونه. یافت سکه. دستکش. این نحوه باز کردن این چستایی که چش دارن اینطوریه. بدون از این اسپلای مخفی میزنید اسمش هم بیارمونه، بعد اینطوری خفتشون میکنید. الهی خفتش کردم. چه خفت کردنی. اینجا بود
Revelio.
اینجاست. لنگرگاه محل پهلوگیری قایق‌هایی که دانش آموزان سال اول رو به هاگوارتز میرسونن. زیر محوطه ورود در ادامه داره. این سفر رو فقط میخواستم پیدا کنم. دمش که بخاطر همین من اومده بودم اینجا اینطوری باشه. از فکر کنم خیلی کوست افتادیم جلو. من هر جا میرم این سوار رو برای خودم جمع کنم.
I'd take to the skies too.
آها جاده معروف.
Finally have an answer as to why that portrait was in.
همینجاست. آره بیا برو رد شو بینم خودو. بیت نه سکه گروه.
Book Professor Weasley asked me to find should be around here somewhere.
یه جا دیگه آدرس میده من خب همواره میرم دیگه.
Revelio.
Looking for the book Intermediate Transfiguration?
Professor Weasley asked me to get something from that book. May I have it?
Did she now? I'll give you this book if you humor me by answering a few questions from my quiz.
Quiz?
Some people call bits of knowledge trivia. I would argue that no knowledge is trivial. Hence, I have created a small quiz, just for fun, focusing mainly on the lore of the wizarding world. None of the other students will try it, no matter how many times I ask. They all say they have enough with schoolwork. Ugh, they don't value knowledge the way I do. Surely you're interested. I'll even start you off with a few of my easiest questions.
A quiz sounds like fun.
Splendid! Just a few questions, and then I'll hand over this book. Let us begin. Before the invention of the golden snitch, which magical creature was used in a game of Quidditch?
The fuck I know.
The golden snidget.
Correct! The snidget was first introduced to Quidditch in 1269 by a wizard named Barbarous Bragg. Sadly, they're thought to be extinct. Next question. Which potion is commonly referred to as liquid luck?
Felix Felicis.
Well done. Since it makes the drinker temporarily lucky, Felix Felicis is a banned substance in all organized competitions. The tale of the three brothers involves which magical artifacts?
The Deathly Hallows.
Correct. According to Beedle the Bard, the Deathly Hallows consists of the Elder Wand, the Resurrection Stone, and the Cloak of Invisibility. Which ball in Quidditch is the largest?
The quaffle.
That's right. When a chaser throws the quaffle
یه
through one
دونه
of
میخوام
3
اشتباه جواب بدم.
their team is awarded 10 points.
چرا این همه خوبی؟
Polyjuice potion allows the drinker to change species.
من نمیدونم چجوری شد. درست یا غلط معجون مرکب پیچیده به مصرف کننده وارد
True.
Actually, the answer was false. While Polyjuice potion can be used to change things such as age or race, it cannot be used to change species. Well, I suppose this has gone on long enough. I'll put the book back on the pedestal now. If you're inclined to test your knowledge again, I have plenty more questions I could ask you. And I won't be giving you any more easy questions either. The next ones will be more difficult.
I'm sorry. I don't have time for a quiz at the moment.
Let me know if you change your mind. I put the book back on the pedestal for
Revelio. Revelio ought to make quick work of this.
این که دو راهنمای دانش آموزان نوشته شده که به انواع پیچیده‌تر تغییر شکل علاقه دارم. مثل ویزلی معمولا کتاب را دانش آموز سطح بالاتر خود در مطالعه بیشتر پیشنهاد.
Professor Weasley's tasks are complete. I should attend Transfiguration.
جالب شد. بس ما یه دانش آموز خیلی محبت پذیر و خیلی چیزی باهوشیم تقریبا.
The headmaster shows no compassion. I deserve a location that warrants.
دم از این نزدیکتر میشه نشد. کلا اشتباه داره راه میره.
I heard Professor Weasley transfigured the book with all her test answers into an owl to stop students from cheating.
اوکی. بالاخره کلاس پروفسور ویزلیه.
Settle down, settle down. Transfiguration, as you may be weary of hearing me say, is an exact science that can take a lifetime to master. But we needn't be daunted. Almost anything can be transformed if you can just perceive the potential within it. As I see in all of you, tremendous witches and wizards, every one of you. Or it could just be my eyesight. Now, you all know what to do.
میگه دیگه اینو کجای دلم بذارم؟ ایول پر پروانه خوش اومد خوش اومد.
Beautifully done.
You wanted to discuss my progress so far this term, Professor?
I did. You seem to have had no trouble in getting up to speed, and frankly, excelling in your schoolwork this year.
Thank you, Professor. The extra assignments have been helpful.
As I suspected they would be. Now, it seems you've been making good use of the opportunities presented by your field guide. Of course, the guide isn't the only measure of success. I've heard that you can brew an impressive Edurus potion. Hopefully, you won't need it anytime soon, but it is a valuable potion to have when it is needed.
Thank you, Professor.
I will say I'm especially impressed with all you've accomplished in light of the rumors of your extracurricular activities. Was your visit to the kitchens and the Hogsmeade graveyard with Nick to bribe a ghost for information connected in any way to Professor Fig?
Why?
Professor Fig has encouraged me to explore when I can in an effort to complete my field guide.
I see. I admire your penchant for learning, but do remember that your classwork and field guide are designed to educate you thoroughly. It'll be the end of the year in no time, and you'll want to be well prepared for your OWLs. I'll provide a final assessment at that time to ensure that you're ready for your exams. Until then, well done. You are dismissed.
Well done. We're dismissed. Let's Professor Weasley.
Failed, but I have another idea. I think we may be able to find what we need at a goblin mine south of Hogwarts. Meet me there, and bring someone who speaks gobbledygook.
Gobbledygook. خیلی خوب. ماجراجوی جدید اومد ولی توی این پارت انجامش نمیدیم. See you guys on the next part. توی پارت بعدی میبینمتون گلا. یارم مین کوست در انتظارم.